What's going on, everybody? Devore, Havoc, Shake, and G Money. Hopefully, Quint Riddle will be joining us sometime within the near future. This is the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. Also, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. Real quick, I just wanted to say again, I do appreciate everybody that checked out the Not for Debate podcast this past week. Well, in general, everybody that's a part of the Not for Debate podcast family. We preached on Wednesday that we received over 10 subscribers in less than a week. We are currently sitting at 155 subscribers on YouTube, and on Facebook we are sitting at over 370 likes on the Not for Debate podcast Facebook page. So again, us at Not for Debate, we definitely appreciate everybody that is supporting the cause. Excuse me. Also, real fast, I did want to touch on the NFL draft party that we're going to have April 29th, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Give everybody an opportunity to hop into the pod, speak their mind about their team as far as the draft picks are concerned. That is going to be a very, very exciting event coming up. Also, Shake, did you have an announcement that you wanted to make?
Well, I just wanted to, before we get started, this we can answer this at the end of the question. I have, unfortunately, Banks is not here, so I can't do his scenario. Every week I would like to try to do a what-if scenario for different teams. And so I did one for the Dolphins, for the Eagles and the Rams, and obviously I'm not going to do the one for the Rams because he's not here. So I'm going to do the Eagles and the Dolphins. So at the end, we could think about what the answer would be, and we could go from there. All right.
Okay.
Let's start off with the Eagles. All right. Now, being that in 2002 the Buccaneers traded for Gruden, right? Now that you're a new franchise, let's say you didn't get this new head coach, and you could draft for any head coach or assistant, any coordinator in the NFL, who would it be for the Eagles? That's your question. All right. And now the Dolphin question would be, and Eric said we can answer this. Everybody can answer this. And the Dolphins is, all right, if you had Ricky Williams, who would you rather have? Ricky Williams, the team with Ricky Williams and Drew Brees, or Randy Moss with Dan Marino and the Marx Brothers?
Whoa! Oh, wow. I guess that's a question that in the comments, but I can answer that right now.
Yeah, me too.
That's it. That's easy. That's easy.
And were you supposed to answer it right now?
Well, I mean, if y'all want to, or we could just wait till the end and then we could address it that way,
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say give it a minute to warm up before we address it. So I guess we'll address it somewhere close to the end of the mock draft. I'm pleased to announce Quint Riddle is in the party.
Hell yeah!
What's going on, Quint?
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, man?
What's going on,
What's
Havoc?
up, brother?
What's going on, Shake Money? What's going on, G Money?
What's going on, man?
Doing good, man. How you doing today?
Doing good.
All right, so for the listeners at home, Quint is coming in as our mock draft advisor. So with these next 16 picks, I'm thinking we're gonna continue to go with our rotational clockwise situation that we had last week. But Quint, you're going to be the judge, jury, and executioner as far as if you agree with the pick or not. Is that cool with you?
That's cool. It's cool.
Okay. So before we even jump into the mock draft, I did want to touch on DMX, who passed Friday in White Plains Hospital after suffering a heart attack last week. This I did want to cover because, well, I don't know how. Well, I'm pretty sure we're all pretty close in age, but for me, DMX was one of my very first rappers that I've actually listened to. So what we're going to call this segment is, what is you guys' most memorable DMX moment?
Ooh, man. I mean, I remember his first album came out when I was in high school. Or maybe I was I was in high school. I remember that was the only day of high school I actually skipped to go buy an album. And that was for It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I mean, that dude was something. That dude was something else. And I think people look at the barking and all the dog stuff. People don't really realize, man, he's probably a top 10 all-time MC. Just
people don't
off the
realize
top.
too, he was hotter than Jay-Z for 3 or 4 years.
Yes, he was. He went platinum twice in 1 year.
Yes.
Right? He dropped Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and It's Dark and Hell is Hot in 6 months.
Yes.
In 6 months. So
and great content. Great.
Amazing. I mean, for me the most memorable DMX moment is all the prayers that he had at the end of his albums, and all them Damien songs that he had, where he's just them Damien songs. He's talking to himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, that dude was something else.
Yeah.
That dude was something else, man.
The rat, the cat, the dog.
Oh man, how you gonna see him if you're living in the fog? Come on now.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man.
So
I love the collaboration he did with Marilyn Manson. Part 2.
Yo, even the movies too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think that's more
what-
my generation. I was born in 91. We were more focused on the movies more than actually.
Young man.
I was 91. So like the movies that he did with Steven Seagal and
83.
I was born in 78. So.
And you and my brothers the same.
So for me, a lot of the times what happened is that hello?
Yeah,
Y'all hear
we
me?
can hear you.
I'm sorry. Bad connection. Okay. So LL Cool J used to put new rappers on his songs just to promote them. So that song 4321, when DMX came on the song, he just ripped it and he just straight out the dog like that. That was my favorite. Like that's when he made himself. Everybody loves Belly. I get it. Belly was a hood classic, but I like Cradle to the Grave with him and Jet Li. I thought that movie was nice. I thought that was his best movie. That movie was nice. The one with Steven Seagal was cool too.
But Exit Wounds?
Yes.
Exit
Wounds,
Must Die. Oof.
I feel like
that was nice
Cradle
too,
to the Grave was probably one of his best main role that he had in the movie.
Nah,
in the
man.
movies.
Is you scared now?
Yo,
You scared now?
you know what? I
You
think
can go home.
honestly, I think even though he wasn't really like too much into the political side, the way Tupac was, he was the next step from Tupac in terms of a dude. He didn't have all the training in the world, but he was an amazing actor, amazing rapper, just as a personality. Like, for someone to gone through the life that he lived, he shouldn't have been as successful as he was. So that's the main thing I look at is at the end of the day, man, authenticity is your greatest selling point. And if one room doesn't like the way you talk and the way you walk, find another room. Don't change. That's the way I thought about DMX was. It was that. Look, man. He was that guy.
He didn't adapt. He just stayed himself throughout his whole life.
Yeah.
He was that guy. He was that guy.
Haven't made understand what I'm about to say, right? Even Shake Money might understand what I'm saying. He's up north Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's New York.
I get you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good comparison.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That's a great point, because Trick Daddy had a run. People don't think he was lyrical. Trick Daddy was lyrical.
Had lyrics, man.
He was just he was just spitting what people were trying to hear.
Yeah.
But Trick Daddy had some lyrics, but that being said, DMX was on, I think, an even higher tier. Like, I put him, you know what I mean? Like, the top tier is like Big and Hove, Pac, and like for me, MF Doom. But DMX is in that tier.
I will listen to it the day have it, man.
Yeah.
99. Yeah.
Bro. I put him in that tier, man. He's in that top tier for me.
As far as DMX, two things. Number one, I think his best verse, that wasn't his, that wasn't his song, was "Money, Power, Respect." He ripped it up.
Yeah.
He went last, and he ripped it up.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
And two, the one thing I did admire about him is how he told a story. Like, Here We Go Again, on how he trained somebody and then he screwed him over. He gave him a chance and then he screwed him over again, and then he confronted him and got him where he wanted him. And there's a bullet in one of them. Look, he looks like you. Here you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of his songs, there were more stories. So it was something like back when I was 420 friendly, I used to smoke and just in my mind picture the movie that he was spitting in the song.
Yeah. He was talking about his life though.
He was
talking. I mean, he was literally talking about what he was doing. Like, and not like a lot of guys got to imagine it. I think that's why it was so natural for him. He was just like, I'm just talking about what I already know. Like his life alone was enough stories for 10 rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hey man, rest in
think
peace.
that he was one of the best storytellers. Him and Biggie and Ice Cube, they were storytellers, and he was up there with them.
Yeah. No, he was, man. He had one of the most people forget. Like before Jay-Z went on his run, DMX was standing in his way.
Yes.
People forget that.
But DMX, he messed himself up. It was around. I think he was supposed to do another movie or something like that. Cause you watched the Rough Riders thing,
Rough Riders Chronicles.
Yeah, he went missing.
Mm-hmm.
That messed them up a little bit because they messed up shows and everything like that. That's still one of my favorite rappers, so I can't. I don't care. I don't care if you say doodle every verse. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. This is what I remember from DMX and Trick Daddy. My older brother who passed away, he just got home from prison. He was the bad one in the family. It's when he picked up. I was in 7th or 8th grade or something like that. He was playing some Trick Daddy. At high school, playing some DMX. If he's not playing Trick Daddy, he's playing DMX. If he's not playing DMX, he's playing Trick Daddy. That was his two favorite rappers. That it hurt me a little bit because I still remember my brother from that. That's why it hurts. That remembering thing like that hurts a little bit. I remember
man.
Just jamming to it, just loving it.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I think this is one of those things where, like, he's the type of dude that even if you don't listen to him, even if you don't really know who he is, you walk into a room, it's like, yeah, that dude's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that dude is that dude is he's just different. Like the way even now, you think about hip hop now, like a lot of the quote unquote top rappers, you tell them to spit a freestyle, they can't even do it. DMX will bust off a freestyle in the middle, turn it into a prayer, and then at the end it'll go back to a freestyle.
Yep.
That's true.
Like I don't see like all these like I've seen when he does an interview and he'll end it off with like a prayer freestyle at the end. It's like, you couldn't put that on the album. So, that's it, man. He was that guy for me.
The newer rappers don't. I respect what they, even though I don't like it, I don't really care for them. But I gotta respect what they do. That's the new generation.
That's it. I feel you.
They don't have the vocabulary. They don't have the storytelling aspect of it. They don't have anything. They're just having fun. Everybody's a kid and play a rapper trying to be gangster. That's
you know what? They don't have to either because there's not enough of demand for lyrics, right? Like when people want lyrics, they put on the Kendrick or they put on the J. Cole.
Or J. Cole,
But back in the day, I think the thing was since like the record industry, like now you can just get on a laptop and put music out. Back in the day, you had to go through the record labels.
Yeah.
So there was a barrier at the entry point of like a lot of dudes are trying to get to the record label and get a deal.
It seemed like they wanted it more because they had to work harder for it. So it seemed like they put more effort into it than nowadays. Nowadays it's so much easier.
And you know what? They had to work. They had to work extra hard to get a record deal that was robbing them too.
Selling out the trunk of their cars.
You guys, they take years off to come up with new material. The
Mm-hmm.
new rappers, they come out with new material every 3 months.
That's true.
It's the same album over and over.
Like I remember DMX came out with 2 albums in 6 months. That was unheard of.
Yes.
You just went like triple platinum. You coming out with another album?
Yep.
He was that guy.
And the one thing that's last thing, one thing that's inspirational about DMX is people think that he broke out overnight. He said many times before he got his first album, he was in the business for 13 years rapping, and then he finally got his first break. So that tells you right there how much perseverance, even though it's going slow, but eventually it's gonna pay off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Shake. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do the rundown of the first 16 picks that we had on last Saturday's show before we jump into the next 16 picks.
All right. In the first round, Trever Lawrence. Second, Jets, Zach Wilson. Third, 49ers, Justin Fields. 4, Falcons, Patrick Surtain Jr. 5, Bengals, Penei Sewell. 6, Dolphins, Kyle Pitts. 7, Lions, Jamar Chase. 8, Panthers, Mac Jones. 9, Broncos, Micah Parsons. 10, Cowboys, Caleb Farley. 11, Giants, Jayce Horn. 12, Eagles, Devontae Smith. Picked by G Money. 13, Chargers, Jason Owens. 14 is Tyson Campbell. And 15 is, who'd you say 15 was for the quarterback? You said Trey Lance for the Patriots, and 16 was guard Jackson Carman, or is it defensive edge? I got them wrong, but no. Tyson Campbell was an edge player, and then Jackson Campbell was a guard for the Minnesota Vikings, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna rearrange us back to what we was before. Give me 1 second here. I believe Shaky was second.
First.
It was Havoc, and then I was last, and then we're gonna have Quint go ahead and do his thing as far as if he agrees with it or not, and then we're gonna go on and so forth. But before
you do, what draft pick stuck out to you? What pick stuck out to you?
Quint, that's a
those two last picks are second rounders.
yeah, and even Mac Jones at 3.
Yeah, that's a fifth round.
Justin Fields was 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mac Jones.
No, Mac Jones was 8. Mac Jones was 8.
Yeah.
No, he was 8. He was 8.
He was 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Panthers,
Carolina Panthers. Yeah.
I understand Mac Jones. He's gonna. I believe he plays better than he practices. I give him that. But at the same, I understand why they like him. But come on now, dude.
I believe he's Nick Foles.
Yes. No, I knew you were better.
Hey, Nick Foles won us a championship.
He's Damon Heward.
There you go. There you go. That's what Mac Jones is.
Outside of that, Quint, do you have any other disagreements with so far?
Just those picks are second rounders. The guard and the outside player from Jackson, that's the guy, the defensive end from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
talking about Arizona pick?
He's a second rounder. Yeah. And you still have
quite a few edge rushers on the board.
You still got Rashawn Slater on the board.
Rashawn Slater. He's a first rounder. He can play guard. He can play all along the offensive line. He's a utility right there. And you have Phillips from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite players in the draft. Him and Zaven Collins. I want them to be a Miami Dolphin. I don't care what they got to do. They need to get, because I like Michael Parsons, but I don't want somebody who has anger issues, immature.
Yeah.
And you give them money, oh my God, that's a bad combination.
In Miami too.
I don't care how good you are, bro. That is not a good combination.
Mhm.
The white side.
Yeah, look at Whiteside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
He was playing his heart out to get that money. As soon as he got it,
Got it.
Yeah, he was chilling. He was chilling.
All right, G Money, you ready? You on the clock? You're the Oakland Raiders GM, Mike Mayock right now. Where we going with number 17?
Jason Owen from Penn State, the edge rusher.
Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go in. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Actually, Jason Owen is 13.
He's not good at anything. He's right now.
He has to redo the pick because Jason Owens went to the Chargers.
Okay.
I mean,
Go with.
JC Owens is more of a late round.
Yeah,
late round first
he's
guy.
like a boom and bust player. Like you just
while G Money gets this out, tries to figure this out, I was gonna go ahead and go Zavin Collins.
Man, that's my favorite.
See, I had Zavin Collins going to New England, so
that'd be.
I think I'm gonna trade that for
I mean, I think in real life, Rashawn
Slater. You know what?
Good. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Abby. Go ahead.
I'll just say in real life, I mean, Matthew Slater won't be there, but if he was there, they'd pick him there. But if what's really probably going to happen is someone's going to reach and take Gregory Rousseau. And I think the Raiders might be that team.
They are.
Someone's going to reach and take him. And they're going to find out they got a Deion Jordan without mental health issues.
No, he's going to be good 2 years later. He's not even going to be good right now.
Yeah, but he's just a freak now.
Yeah, he's only 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I feel as though he should have stayed in the school for one more year.
Are you a UM fan?
Yeah, I'm a UM fan.
Yeah, well, that's how that goes.
He should have stayed in school. But to me, he's not ready to come out.
I think you're right, though.
He only got those sacks because they had Gavin, the other guy who got drafted by the Packers on the other side. They were double teaming him. And that's why he was getting all those sacks. People don't realize, man.
Hey, I mean, look, if you got the opportunity to be a first round pick, hey, you know what? A lot of dudes went back to school talking about I'm gonna raise my stock, raise themselves up out the draft.
But I'm gonna say most of the guys who go back to school, even though they get drafted later, they still get paid. You understand? They still get a big payday long down the line. That's
true.
So I rather make my mother proud, get an education. End of the day, you don't know how old the person's mother is. You don't know what the situation is.
Yeah,
you make your mother happy as you can. Most football players are mama's boys in the first place.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah. Ain't nobody going on TV talking about I'm gonna buy my daddy a house.
Nah.
That's true. Daddy don't get shit.
What I got last year on Father's Day? A pair of socks for my daughter's face.
Those dads get the most trash gifts, man.
They do.
They be picking up dad's gifts like at the checkout line, out like on the way out of a Walgreens.
In the $5 basket.
Yeah, right. Buying you a tie. They ain't never seen you wear a tie.
Yep.
In the $5 basket. G Money, where we at, man?
Did we already pick the guy from Michigan?
Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye.
No, you can take him.
Yeah, I'll switch it. I'll switch that for him then. Yeah.
But what team are you picking for? What team?
The Raiders.
For the Raiders. I think they need some show up the front seven a little bit. That's
not well. He can play D tackle. He can play okay. I will say it's not a scheme fit, but can they run a traditional 4-3?
Yeah.
Right.
But we'll see. I mean, nowadays they don't even call dudes like if you're like a 4-3 defensive end. They don't even call them defensive ends anymore. They just call them edge players.
Yeah.
Wait, so defenses don't run 3-4 no more with that nose?
They run.
They do.
In the middle.
Others run the 3-4.
I'm just saying they don't call.
But not as much as they used to.
Yeah, they don't call defensive ends defensive ends anymore. They just
call them edge rushers.
you're just a pass
Edge
rusher.
rushers, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
All right. How the hell does Shake end up getting the Dolphins pick every time? I should have arranged it where it ended up being me. But number 18, Shake, you got the Dolphins.
All right. This is a hard pick, but Pepe Rodriguez, DeVry University punter. No.
Are you serious, bro?
No.
Pepe Rodriguez.
Hey, by the way, I just want to reiterate that I'm putting my money on the wood. I want you all folks to know I am so confident that Tua will be the starting quarterback that before the season starts, if they draft the quarterback in the first round, or if they trade for a quarterback before the season starts, I will donate. I will put $100 in Divorce PayPal, and he will get a NFL Shops gift card so you can buy the jersey of your choice. So, with that being said, I don't care what nobody says about this pick. My pick will be Najee Harris, running back Alabama.
What?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that pick.
Okay.
That's not a bad pick. That's not a bad pick.
I agree.
Quinte, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You say it to you. In this draft, it's only 3 top backs, in my opinion. People love ETN. I don't really care for him. So he's not going to be an every down back, and he's going to get hurt. My backs, I like my backs 5'10" and up, 230, at least 220 at least. And the people I like is Javonte Williams, Najee Harris, and Cuba Trouble Hubbard, whatever his damn name is.
Trouble Hubbard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Trouble Hubbard, man. Trouble Hubbard is playing for a racist coach and he didn't want to play. And you watch his tape from other years, that man was a baller, bro.
Yeah.
A baller.
He did get 2,000 all-purpose yards for a racist coach. That's true.
Yes. Yeah.
I gotta give him points for that.
And my thing is, I will pick Najee, but if I was you, I would pass on him and get an edge player. I would have got an edge player.
Aziz?
Nah, at least Larry, I'm scared of that dude. I don't know. I'm scared of
What's
him.
wrong? Why you don't like him? What's
I'm
the
a little
problem?
scared of him, man. He does things good, but I don't
He's too small.
Yeah, man. We need big bodies.
He is small.
Yeah.
That's like Jaylen Phillips. He's 6'5", 6'6", 270, running the 4.6. Come on, man.
He can get dominated on when it comes to like staying. Here's the thing with Ojulari is you might have to take him off on run plays.
He's not an edge setting rusher.
Just
I think that's going to be the problem.
Just like the dude from Notre Dame, he's 215. Man, come on now, dude. He's gonna get this right. You think hey, Baker was getting this right? He gonna get this right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Quinte, because I'm surprised that you did not go with offensive lineman at that 18th pick for the Dolphins.
Me personally, I like our offensive line. We need to let them grow together, bro. That's how you get better. We need to stop as being fans of the Dolphins. Stop trying to switch stuff every freaking year. You need to let people develop and get better. And people, just like with the Tua conversation, other places I be on, they want to bash Tua. You know, people knew I did not want to draft him at last. I didn't care. I wanted him. But at the same time, he's on my team. You got to give him the same amount of time you give other people. You got to give him 3 years top. If he don't show you anything in those 3 years, he got to go.
I 1,000% agree with your assessment on that.
That's my opinion. You got to give players 3 years to develop because you got to understand these are some players are 20 years old, 21. They didn't get their grown man strength yet.
Mm-hmm.
Players or quarterbacks?
Huh?
Players in general or just quarterbacks?
Players in general, not just quarterbacks. Because people don't. I'm gonna say this. Back in the day, it used to take receivers 3 years to develop.
Yeah.
Running 2 years. Offensive linemen 2 years. Tight ends 3 years. DBs, and defensive players are great instantly most of the time. Because I'm gonna say this. I was a defensive player. Defensive players are dumb. We do what we're supposed to do. But what you don't tell us to do. You understand what I'm saying? You
Right.
return flat if they do this. You drop into the middle if they do. That is it. You don't have nothing else to do. You follow the man you're supposed to cover. That is the simplest thing. But offense is more intricate. You got to know how to do stuff. You got to know how to run the right routes. When the defense in the cover two, you got to know what route you can run. And that's the problem last year I saw. The receivers are running the right routes, but twos are a little afraid to throw the ball because they're not open like college. If he gets better at that, I don't care. I'll be satisfied. If he give me 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, I'm happy. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You need to give me 30 touchdowns.
Nah, I'm gonna say this.
You're pushing it.
That's not pushing it. Them days of 25 touchdowns are dead. You gotta have 30 plus.
He is the closest thing to Tom Brady you're gonna see. He's the same thing. He's just more athletic than Tom Brady.
Tom Brady will give you 30 though.
Wait. He has the mental aspect of the game. He just needs to speed it up, get acclimated to the NFL game. That's what I saw. You know, I did not like him.
No,
but at the same time, I gotta be truthful with what I saw.
you know, he's the new era Steve Young.
I'm just saying, that's what he is, bro. He's like he has the mental capacity to play the position, and people not giving him a chance to do it.
And people forget Steve Young didn't become Steve Young until year 6.
I wouldn't call him Steve Young.
No, you gotta remember,
Steve Young was a runner.
He was converted to a running back at Tampa. People forget that.
Yeah,
he was about to be converted to a running back.
Like Steve Young, it took Steve Young about 5 or 6 years to become Steve Young.
It took a while, man.
If I mean, and the thing is, if you look at just the raw numbers of his rookie season, they ain't terrible.
Oh my God.
Like,
as you can tell,
you gotta look at it like this.
Boy doesn't like him.
That's not. I didn't say that. No, I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like them numbers are very, very. They can fool you a little bit with two.
Yes, they can, because you know what? He was out here throwing to the likes of Mac Hollins, Jakeem Grant, Isaiah Ford, hobbled Devontae Parker. Preston Williams was on his couch when Tua was playing. Like, come on now.
I'm gonna bring somebody name up on the board. Ryan Tannehill was throwing to Devon Best, Brian Hartline, Charles Clay. A whole bunch of sorry players.
Yeah.
Huh? Charles Clay was good before he left.
Yeah, he was good, but what happened to him after that? He was garbage.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna focus on the fact that you had 18 extra possessions in field goal range, and that's what you gave us.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's some of the things that I did not like. We got a lot of turnovers, and he didn't execute on those turnovers.
That's all. That's the point I'm trying to make to Shake and Have it. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's one of my problems with him.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let me say this in the Chiefs.
But that's the easy fix though. He can fix that.
Yeah, but will he? That's we don't know.
That's true.
But
well, do we have any indicator that he cannot get better?
I know. I feel as though he can.
I feel like he can as well.
Me too.
But at the same time, it's like my thing is, I just want this. Like I was talking to my buddy at work. I want you to give the same smoke you gave other quarterbacks to Tua. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Thank you.
Oh, he does.
My man.
He does.
My imaginary fist bump, bro. Imaginary fist bump. My man.
If he comes out here year two and looks like year one, it's going to be an issue.
Before the COVID, I used to go to every game. When Tannehill got drafted, that's when I was a Dolphin fan. But when they drafted Tannehill, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him a chance now. They didn't do it's I don't know. So they have a bad organization. Now it's getting better.
I didn't hear not one person complain about the receivers Ryan Tannehill was going through his rookie season. We talk about Ligadu Nene, Anthony Fasano,
Wolfman who come from Jacksonville, switch from the tight end because you got two.
Ernest Wolford, And who was the other receiver that they had out there? Rashad Matthews was a rookie, so he wasn't really playing.
Matthews was good.
And what about
Yeah, he was
who's
good.
that guy, the guy they got from Steelers?
Mike
Wallace came a year later when they broke the bank and decided they
yeah.
wanted to spend all this money on
Listen,
Brandon
Mike
Gibson and Mike
Wallace.
Wallace.
Mike Wallace should have never came.
That was a terrible decision.
Tannehill was not ready for Mike Wallace yet.
Right.
He wasn't
Right.
ready for him yet.
Now you
Mike
want
Wallace,
to talk about some terrible receivers.
Tannehill should have got 2 tight ends and another slot receiver. That would have made Tannehill better. And a receiver that can do everything.
B100 though. B100 Quinte. Anthony Fasano was not a receiving tight end.
I'm gonna say this. I like Anthony Fasano.
As a
He was a
blocker.
bounce tight end. He could do a little bit of.
No, he's a blocking tight end.
He was very balanced. I think
He was a
balanced.
possession tight end.
He's gonna block. He's
Possession
gonna catch it. He gonna catch it. That's why I respect him. That's who Darius Smythe is. He's Fasano. He's a little more athletic than Smythe, but
he is not no vertical threat. He's like the fifth option.
I'm gonna say this. Smythe was open. If you watch tape, that white boy was getting open, man.
Yeah. that almost made Shake's prediction a reality. If Tua would have opened his damn eyes.
Well, my thing, let me say this. You guys understand he's still a rookie. He don't see. It's not the SEC. He's not playing in college right now.
Hold on, wait a minute, Quinte. There were some folks who said that Tua's ability to go through progressions was second to none.
I know that, but I don't want to bring that up. Because I'm gonna say this to you. This is how I'm gonna gauge Tua's career. You know, like people used to bash. I'm gonna keep bringing his name up. That's who I'm comparing him to. If he doesn't progress how Tannehill progressed in his career, I don't know what to tell you. Even though we didn't win as much games as we supposed to win, because people don't realize our whole team was trash, not just Tannehill.
Mm-hmm. You know,
and if he doesn't progress like that, like get better every year, or does he make a big jump? Because really, he's better than Tannehill coming in as a rookie. He was better than Tannehill.
I 1,000% agree with that. Tannehill was not supposed to go at number 8, to be honest, but that's that dumbass Jeff Ireland's pick.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say if Tannehill had Brian Flores, if Brian Flores was ready to be a coach at that time, Tannehill won't be on another team. He's playing for the Dolphins right now. He would have built the team around Tannehill the way he's supposed to.
That's you want to give the keys to the kingdom to Mike Tannenbaum and Adam Gase.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You want to give it. You're gonna get it.
Wait a minute. Why does Adam Gase keep on coming up?
Man,
Adam Gase is man.
Okay, I just want to get this out the way before we end up going to the
Adam Gase ain't no head coach. That's why you think.
So again, I'm gonna reiterate this again. Until Brian Flores takes us to the playoffs, I don't want to hear nothing about Adam Gase from any Miami Dolphins fan.
We're almost there.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you, DeVore. Adam Gase can be a good coach if he get out his own way.
I agree.
His problem is he want to focus on the offense, but no, you have an offensive coordinator. Let him do his job. If you need to go talk to the quarterback, hey, you need to tighten up. I understand that, but you need to go talk to defense. Running this terrible wide 9, I don't understand.
And
you run it. The gap is so big, you can just run right through it.
That's true.
Yeah,
Come on now, man. Yeah. You need to go talk to your defensive coordinator. Stop sniffing coke.
I know the run the right 9 too. But see, we had pass rushes though, so it worked out for us.
We have pass rushes too.
No, but the wide 9
not as good as.
Well, go ahead, brother. You understand? With the team we have right now, we can run a wide 9 with those players because they're not going to run past the quarterback. They're not fast like them. You understand? They're going to push them in front. The linebackers will shoot the gap and get the sack. But when you play a wide 9-4-3, your linebackers are not shooting gaps. They're playing coverage. Mm-hmm. And sitting back there so nobody gets deep. If that shit doesn't work.
That's wide open.
All right. So
they didn't have Fletcher Cox either.
Huh?
They have no good defensive
you had
tackles.
Ndamukong
listen,
too, Shake. You had an upgrade.
Our defensive line was good back then.
The defensive line was too good to be getting ran on like that. That's why I didn't understand. Think about it. If they played a traditional 4-3, and I'm gonna say this: when Raekwon Millen got hurt his rookie year, that effed us up that time. Because he would have flourished in that 4-3.
I don't know, because when Raymond
telling you,
came in there, our rush defense got so much better.
No, I said it would have helped us. He would have helped us.
Oh yeah,
he would have helped us. Because he will flourish in the 4-3. Him and Jerome Baker flourish in that 4-3 defense. So all Jerome Baker got to run around and make tackles. He's good at that already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what he does. Yeah.
And stop dropping Cam Wake and cover.
Hold on 1 second, because I want to see if what John B's comment is true real quick. Somebody research that.
I've done some research. I haven't heard anything about Landon Collins or Washington making that trade. Oh,
so this is false, or
from the information I'm looking at, I haven't seen anything that says that has happened.
Okay, well, let's hurry up and go to the Washington football team before that pick actually does happen.
Before you do that, before we go to Washington, I just want to give a shout out to Matt Collins. Thank you for this chicken wings. Appreciate it.
Oh man, the lemon pepper poppy coming through.
Hey, don't disrespect Mac. He's from the crib.
How is calling Mac Collins a fine chicken wing chef just disrespecting him?
Hey, that's disrespectful. You started this crap about Mac Collins being a Wingstop employee. Don't disrespect my guy. He's from the crib.
Are they still
in the crib?
Wait, are they? Is the community still carrying that Mac Collins is a Wingstop employee?
I am.
Okay, we definitely moving on to the Washington football team. Go ahead, Harry.
Hey, man, he could be our Slater from the Patriots, man. You never know?
But
he could be the next Denny.
Hey,
be on the team for 20 years.
Well, we got our next Denny, right? What's his name? Blake Ferguson is the next Denny, right?
We'll see.
But at this next pick, man. So you're saying Washington? Doesn't Detroit have the 19th pick?
No.
It's Washington.
It's Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's Washington, I'm gonna say they. I'm gonna say they're gonna go with Christian Darrisaw at 19.
D tackle? No, that's offensive line.
He's
offensive line. Yeah.
Well, that's good too. He's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean,
from Virginia Tech.
I think I mean, they're in a situation. They got Terry McLaurin. They just signed Samuel to be the number 2 over there. If they didn't sign Samuel, I'd say they probably take Bateman. But now that they got Samuel, I'm saying they probably gonna still work in that O line, especially considering they just gave up Trent Williams last season and they still haven't replaced him. So I'm gonna go with Christian Darrisaw.
I like the pick.
I had the same idea. I went with the guy from Oklahoma State, Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah, Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah.
Okay, but I do want to say, as far as the Washington football team's fans are concerned, you're going to have to get a taller pass catcher for Ryan Fitzpatrick, because it's going to be a lot of 50-50 balls that are going to be
in the second round. You can get the later rounds. You can get Vassar from Houston. I think Houston, or I forgot what school he went to. I was watching something. He's like 6'6", and he run like a wolf. You can get him. You can get the other dude from Baylor.
And they're bringing back Heineke too. So
yeah.
Heineke, he ain't winning the job.
Hey, they gonna give him a chance.
Like Heineke. Heineke played good in that damn playoff game.
Quinte, you ain't paying Ryan Fitzpatrick no $10 million to sit on the bench.
No, $10 million to go and rate for a backup quarterback.
Oh, yeah, you'll pay $10 million for
hey, what is Mitchell Trubisky get right now? I'm pretty sure it's nothing close to 10. I think it's like
I bet you money it is gonna be close to 10.
At Turnover Mitch.
He getting like $6 or $7 million with
Nope.
the Bills.
Turnover Mitch.
Nope.
Turnover Mitch should have went to another team. He should have went to Buffalo.
Should have went to the Dolphins.
Hell nah.
Nah, hell no.
I'm good on that.
Keep Turnover Mitch somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll pass on Mitch.
Yeah, it was 2.5 million. 2.5 million he's playing with the Bills.
Golly.
Yeah,
That dude is falling off the
2.5 million.
table.
Mm-hmm. So I got the Bears, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with cornerback since they ended up releasing Kyle Fuller, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with Greg Newsome, the second, Northwestern.
Same exact pick. Yeah.
He gonna be trash.
Well, considering the fact that we basically took almost every single corner before him.
I rather pick Asante Samuel Jr. for them. They play a zone defense. And he'll fit that very, very well, just like his dad. Sit on the zone, attack the ball. That's all he's going to do.
That would have been my second choice.
Well,
That would have been
That injury, that back injury kind of hurt. It's kind of going to hurt him.
no. That you talking about Fairly, but as far as if the Bears had an opportunity to trade back, then yeah, I would have went with Asante Samuel. But considering how they're at 20th, as far as value, Greg Newsome would have been the pick, right?
Nah.
Listen, he more than likely won't even be. More than likely won't be on the board at 20, in real life. But if they can get him at 20, I would say that's a great value pick.
It's a couple players they got marked to the first round. I'm like, man, I don't know how, but okay.
Yeah. Some of these mock drafts are all over the place, I tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, G Money, you back on the clock with the Indianapolis.
Oh, it's your turn, ain't it? It's your turn. Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. You win already. You got the cornerback. Sorry.
So go ahead. G Money, you got the Colts.
They need
Jaylen. They need a safety.
Yeah. And the best safety, two of the best safeties still on the board.
What about edge rusher? Don't you think they could get an extra edge rusher?
Their defense is good already, man.
Tennessee might be in a situation where they're actually drafting to fill a hole instead of trying to draft the best player.
Is Farley taken?
Yeah, Fairly gone, isn't he?
You gone?
Who's that one?
Caleb Farley?
Yeah, he's gone.
Caleb Farley.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Who picked him to go to the Cowboys?
I mean, I don't know. I think the Colts are just gonna double down on their strength and just keep. They keep reloading that O line every single season.
Yeah.
G Money took him to the Cowboys.
I don't see them doing any different.
I had picked the Cowboys.
No, I think that was
They can either get a safety, a skill position player.
Samuel Cosme, the O line from Texas.
Who Cosme?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He falls to second round, so Dolphins can pick him up.
Yeah, I don't think he's
far. I think he's not going to go past like 15 or something like that.
You said Cosme?
Yeah.
You said you're going with Cosme?
Yeah, Cosme. Yeah, I'm going with Cosme. I get what you're saying about safety. Yeah, that makes sense to get a safety, but couldn't find one.
Cosme, okay. So the Titans, to piggyback off of what Havoc said, this is definitely going to be a priority of need. To be honest, I don't understand what most of their roster moves were as far as cuts are concerned.
I can tell you because I follow the team.
Okay, please enlighten us.
Their needs are a cornerback, edge rusher, everything on defense.
Oh, I was saying as far as why they ended up. I'm gonna just start off with Adoree Jackson. What's the story with Adoree Jackson?
They let go Butler because he was too much money. Kenny Ricardo is gone because he was playing like trash, taking bad angles. Because let's say this to you: when they played the Chiefs that first year, they should have went to the Super Bowl. That Brian's first year, they should have went to the Super Bowl. That defense sucks, bro. How the hell you need nothing and you couldn't maintain a lead with the running game? The defense couldn't get a couple stops. That's their problem. That's their problem.
To be honest,
guy
but
we,
why would you put it on the pass rush more than the defensive backs as far as 2020 is concerned?
But if you had edge rusher, you can disguise your deficiencies with the secondary if you had a good pass rush. That's the problem. Because you can look at the
Look at the Chiefs. That's what they did.
The Chiefs, they have a terrible secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won a Super Bowl with that secondary because Frank Clark and them boys turned it on in the second half of that Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's how you're gonna win. You need a pass rush. That's why I would with the Titans. I would take Jaylen Phillips right here with Jaylen Phillips.
Okay.
Second pick in the second round.
Even if they got Bud Dupree in free agency.
Man, fuck Bud Dupree.
I'm just saying, like, considering how you build a pass rusher hole.
That's why I'm like, he'll be like trash the rest of the season. They play dogs. He gonna get 5 sacks.
I like Bud Dupree, but I don't know what Bud Dupree's gonna do without TJ Watt on the other side taking up all the attention.
I agree.
That's why you need to get another edge. They have the kid they drafted a couple years. He's decent, but he's not gonna get consistent pressure. So he's not gonna get consistent pressure. They need somebody to get consistent pressure. And to me, Clowney is so overrated. It's like taking me off. He's so overrated.
I mean, they
He's
basically
just a
saying
he's not really a pass rusher.
He's a run stopper. That's all. He's an overpriced run stopper.
The thing is, you look at Clowney and you look at his measurables, and it's like, man, this guy must be a monster. Like, nope, run stopper, like elite run stopper.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for listen, if Jadeveon Clowney doesn't knock that dude's helmet off in college, all that hype that he came into the league with, man, it ain't there.
Nope.
He's really good at what he does, but we know what he does.
He's one-dimensional.
And he thinks he's better than what he really is.
That's the main thing. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah.
His mind, he think he's Reggie White.
I mean, it's okay to have confidence, but you delusional, brother.
Yeah. But actually,
he's more like Daniel Stubblefield.
It's starting to become more like a. No, I ain't gonna say his name. I was thinking Albert Hainsworth. Like a guy who
I remember
the most amazing thing since sliced bread.
No, Albert Hainsworth, he was good in a 4-3 scheme. It was just
Albert Hainsworth played. I watched that man played to get a contract.
Yeah,
he got that money.
The most memorable thing I remember Albert Hainsworth when he stepped on that guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Who did he step on? Who was that, y'all?
Andre Gerard, offensive lineman for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, Ndamukong Suh stepped on multiple people throughout his career.
But he's the best player in the league.
Yeah, but Ndamukong Suh had talent. He had talent. Yeah, he had talent.
Albert Hainsworth had talent too. He's just
Albert Hainsworth was pretty good. I just felt like when he went to Washington and they put him in that 3-4, that's where he ended up struggling.
He gave up. He gave up.
$100 million.
Okay, Quinte, explain to the people at home where you end up being that interior defensive lineman in a 3-4 compared to being a rushing 4-3 defensive lineman.
Okay, if you say, I'm gonna use this as example. Take Warren Sapp. Today, if he was playing the 3-4, he'd be an outside edge because he can get pressure. He's athletic. He can set the edge. If you're a big plotter, you're not going to be the edge defender on the 3-4. You're going to be the nose tackle. Yes.
Let me ask you something. Remember the guy from the Baltimore, Haloti Ngata?
Oh yeah, he's just a plotter.
He's a nose tackle.
Plotter. All he's there to do is make the center and the guard mad.
Yeah.
All his job is to do.
He's there to establish the gaps.
Establish the gap and keep your middle linebacker clean. As long as you keep your middle linebacker clean, it's all good. That's the problem.
That was a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big dude, yeah.
Saragusa, all of them.
Even Warren Sapp, like in today's game, he'd be utilized the way the Dolphins utilize Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, he'd be edge player. A
3-4 edge. Yeah.
Yes. But he had more athletic ability than Christian Wilkins.
Yes, he does. And yeah, well, he's overall better than Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins is very good, but Warren Sapp is a Pro Bowl, is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So what we doing with the Titans? I think you decided you wanted to go with pass rusher,
My turn.
Quinte. So I'm gonna go ahead and hear what Shake's crazy pick is gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But before I do, congratulations on re-signing Jordan Howard. By the way, G Money.
Oh yeah. You gotta do something in Philly because
Was that supposed to be like an insult or something?
Let me ask you something.
I guess. I don't know. Listen, I know we're gonna stuck for a while. I'm good.
Man, I thought we was talking about the Titans.
How is Howard Jordan doing in Philly right now?
People need to. I'm gonna say this. I hate when people say they want to devalue the running back position. Running back position is one of the most important positions on the field, next to the quarterback. If you don't have a good run, I don't care if you got 5 of them. If you don't have 5 good running backs, you trash.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a good offensive line, you trash. Howard Jordan should have got the ball 20 times a game, 25 times a game. If he doesn't get the ball 25 times a game, he's ineffective. You cannot give Howard Jordan the ball out of the shotgun.
Thank you.
Thank you. He's a 10 yards in the backfield running back. So he can get up steam and run people over. You cannot give a big 235-pound man the ball right in his belly and expect him to run. No.
It's 10 o'clock.
He's not that kind of player, bro. Only players when they succeed in our offense is small backs.
Thank you.
Take Najee. I'm gonna say this. I like Najee, but I think he's gonna suck with us because our offensive line is not good run blocking.
Thank you.
Devontae Williams, he'll fit because he's more like Ricky. He can cut. He's more shifty, and he can break out. He's not gonna outrun nobody, but he's gonna break out. He's gonna get you 20-yard games, 30-yard games. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think he fits with our scheme.
How did we get on Jordan Howard? Shake, we talk about the Titans.
It's Howard Jordan.
Howard. I never saw Jordan Howard, by the way. I only saw Howard Jordan.
Well, when you saw Jordan Howard, it was obvious run play. So I was expecting him to get stuck in the backfield.
When I saw Jordan Howard, I saw a fullback.
No, that's what a power back's supposed to be. A big back.
Anyway,
he needs to get the ball. He should have got the ball.
Let's get to the Titans then. All right.
You brought him up.
Jaylen Phillips.
I just said congratulations. That's all I said. I wasn't. You interpreted how you want to interpret it. But anyway.
Nah, he's an instigator, man.
Anyway, my next pick, and he's too good to not to pass up. He fell this far. I'm giving him Jaylen Waddle. They needed a weapon because they lost pretty much all their top receivers. So I'm giving them Jaylen Waddle, Alabama. He fell.
He's not going to fit with Tannehill with the offense. You need a bigger receiver.
Jaylen Waddle didn't even come off the board for us.
No, he will fit.
But, I mean, he did. I mean, he's the same size as Brown, the one they got rid of. They both about
Brown is still there.
AJ Brown's huge. AJ Brown's like 6'4".
No, AJ Brown is 6 foot, 230 pounds.
Yeah,
what?
Corey Davis was 6'3".
Yeah, Corey Davis is 6'3".
AJ Brown looks a whole lot bigger than 6 foot.
Yeah, he's only 6 foot. 6 foot, 230 pounds.
127 actually. So I'm looking at him right now.
He don't look like no damn 6 foot. He look
6 foot.
He look like Deebo Samuel out there.
Okay, so Havoc.
Yeah, so I think particularly with Robert Saleh as their head coach, you know, they're gonna make him happy with the first round pick, man. So they're gonna that linebacker Quinte brought up out of Notre Dame, Owusu, Koromoa. I think that's gonna be their pick. A linebacker, a dude that has a lot of versatility. Yeah, they can move them all around the field basically. So you hiring a defensive coordinator as your head coach going into the first year. You're already rebuilding, so I think they're gonna pick him.
Okay, athletic linebacker
I could
to
see
come
that.
into
I could see that too. Yeah.
cover
Yeah.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
All
plus,
right.
you can have all three of their safeties. You can have May, you can have Davis, the dude who drafted last year, and him on the field at the same time.
I do agree with that because of the fact he needs to be in a 4-3 scheme. He's very undersized. We're like 221, something like that.
He is 215.
He's part of that new era of the guys you just call them defenders. You know what I mean?
That is for Rashad Jones.
Basically.
Yeah. Or what's his name? Homeboy they drafted out in Arizona last year.
Simmons.
Yeah, Isaiah Simmons. Yeah.
Isaiah Simmons was 240 running the 4-3, man.
Isaiah Simmons. I'm still not sure what position he plays.
They don't know what to do. That's why we're going to the Dolphins. Their defensive coordinator sucks.
Yeah.
Their defensive coordinator sucks.
Mm.
You got Buda Baker. You got him. You
got all the keys.
Yeah, you have a decent safety. You got a veteran corner and a rookie corner. Why in the hell did you play like a press man zone, something like that? Stop playing man to man. You need to play a zone so you have those guys lurking on the middle, get interceptions, knock the ball loose, do something. But hey, they want to play man to man and get burnt.
Listen, as long as Cliff Kingsbury is head coach in Arizona, that defense is going to be garbage.
Yeah.
I think at this point they're going to end up be running a zone defense this year, considering how they don't have any corners.
Mm-hmm.
But where we at? Pittsburgh,
right?
That puts me on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how Rashawn Slater didn't come off yet, I'm going ahead and go with Rashawn Slater for the Steelers. They're getting old at that offensive line position.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
So insert Rashawn Slater in there. To be honest, I want the Dolphins to get him at 18, but for some reason, Shake decided to go with another power back. And then you're going to talk shit about him next year.
Watch. But I'm going to say this. With my comp book, Najee, I look at him as Adrian Foster.
I didn't say nothing bad about
I'll take
Jordan
that.
Howard, so.
Less speed.
What you mean? Every time the Dolphins have a power back in the backfield, Havoc says he's going to have a nice job at Wingstop. Kalen Balazs.
Yeah.
And then everybody was
I
like
Caleb Balazs, but his vision
I don't.
was terrible. His vision was
I
terrible.
like Kalen Balazs too.
Nope.
I feel like for his size, he's very what's
Here's
the word I want to use?
the problem I have with Kalen Balazs is they tell me his measurables, and then I see him play, and it doesn't correlate.
Havoc, the offensive line, it was terrible his rookie
I have
year.
pushback on that because you gotta look at the offensive line he's running behind. It was terrible.
Yeah, so why
And
did
Is it under 2 yards per carry terrible?
I'm gonna say this. He went to another team. It was better.
Who? He's smaller. And
Like 2 minutes ago, smaller backs are going to succeed in the offense. Because
Let me tell you something. I've seen Kalen Balazs make 2 impressive plays in 3 years.
I like Caleb Balazs.
that's not his fault though. That's the
He's
offense
not-
that they put
He's
around
not a
him.
superstar, but I like Caleb Balazs. I like him.
Listen, he's one of them
I like
players.
him
I
on
mean,
the
look,
team.
he's one of he's a normal NFL player.
Yeah.
He needs everything around him to work to be useful. That's who Kalen Balazs is.
If he was on the Cowboys 3 years ago,
He'd be fine.
he'll be a superstar right now.
No, he would not be a superstar. but
Yeah,
he'd
he
be
would.
fine.
He would have about 1,200 yards rushing, about 10 touchdowns.
Nope.
You can pick between receiving and rushing.
Because that's where the vision argument comes into play.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say you don't need visions when the hole is 5 yards wide open.
Well, you're talking about a historically great offensive line. Anybody, I could have got 1,000 yards that line.
I'm
Bro.
just saying. If
right.
I get down to 210, I'll be trying out for the Cowboys. I put on all this. I got my dad bod going on. I need to get it together.
So we are currently on the Jaguars pick, which brings us back to G Money.
The guy from what's his name? TCU, Trayvon.
That's
Trayvon.
Other pick.
Yeah,
Morg.
Yeah, Trayvon Moore. Yeah,
Morgan. Yeah, that defense. They're fast. They're they're a little physical, but they want to run fast. They want to get to the ball. They want to get stops and get turnovers. So I think he would be perfect for that scheme they're playing over there. So that's my pick for the Jaguars.
What scheme are they playing? Because they got a new head coach. I don't even know what.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't even know what the
before that's right. I forgot they do have a new head coach.
4-3 hybrid, almost like
Yeah.
whatever offense is running, that's what they're playing on defense.
We cool with that?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But
Okay.
I want him to go to the Colts though. And I wanted Holland to go to that team.
Okay.
Javon Holland. He's a guy. Oh my gosh.
So 26, we have Shake with the Browns.
The Browns, huh? Let me see. What should I? I'm looking at some good players here.
They don't need no offensive players.
They got too many offensive players actually.
How about you decide to go with another edge rusher to replace Olivier Vernon? Possibly get them some secondary help?
Well, ain't no more secondary help left in the first round.
No.
I don't think we took any safeties yet. Did we take a safety yet?
We just took a safety right now.
You can get Holland. You can get Holland to match up with Delpit.
Well, I'll say this much. I don't think Javon Holland's going to be taken in the first round, but whoever picks Javon Holland's going to look like a genius.
I'm gonna say I like Richie Grant. I thought he came out last year because I wanted him to come to the Dolphins. That man is going to be a beast. Richie Grant, Holland, and Morrig. Yeah. And the dude from Syracuse, he just like to hit hard. That man trash.
I don't know, man. Javon Holland. Dude reminds me of oh my gosh, the guy in San Diego that gets injured every year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bosa, right?
No, the safety out there.
Derwin James. He plays too reckless.
Derwin James.
That's why he always get hurt. He plays too reckless.
So
His mind thinks he's a linebacker in his mind.
All right.
Like Jamal Adams.
Since we're gonna get rid of Olivia Vernon, what better way to get rid of him replace him with another Miami edge, Jaylen Phillips?
Okay.
That would be a good team for him, but I like the pick though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Havoc. Baltimore.
So, Baltimore lost Judon, right? I believe, right? They lost Judon.
Yeah, they lost
Judon
to the Patriots.
To New England.
Yeah.
So, either they're gonna take a receiver, or they're gonna try and replace Judon. I think they're more likely to try and keep their defense level than give Lamar weapons. So I'm gonna look at, and they particularly with the Baltimore, man, they love every year they just bring in more edge guy on top of edge guys.
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna take the last edge guy available. It's probably gonna be Jason Away from Penn State.
Yeah.
I think they need receivers, but yeah.
They do. They're not gonna.
They gonna end up making that like a second round pick.
They should never get a receiver until he learns how to sit his black ass in the pocket.
Here we go again. Here we go again with the Lamar can't throw.
Oh wow.
Here we go with the Lamar can't throw.
Listen, you think Boy don't like Tua?
You out here giving up Devin Duvernay and 15 tight ends to throw to.
He from Pompano, man.
I know.
I want him to succeed. I don't want him to be the next Cam Newton. Cam Newton throws bullet passes every pass. He doesn't have no touch, no nothing. He just
Never has.
That's all he's doing. I'm gonna say this. Take Donovan McNabb was one of my favorite quarterbacks. Donovan McNabb was the same way. One bullet.
Yeah.
And Washington say, hey, buddy, you can't do that. You gotta learn to touch. You don't have to run every time. You can just circle out and throw it. Until he learn how to do that, they do not need to receive. You need to learn what the receivers he have. I'm sorry.
You gotta give him one guy. You gotta give him one guy.
They need to, with him. They need to give nothing but tight ends and slot receivers.
Man, they gave McNabb Deshaun Jackson. You gotta give him one guy.
Hey, who was he throwing to at the beginning of his career?
McNabb was throwing to
Joe Horn,
James Trash.
James Trash, yeah.
He was throwing to Brian Westbrook mostly. So
Todd
Westbrook. I like Westbrook.
Yeah.
Westbrook was a good
I like Westbrook too. Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell.
Freddie Mitchell.
I remember they drafted Freddie Mitchell the first round. He was garbage.
catching like this.
Hey, I remember that team, man.
Just so you know, I'm clipping that Lamar Jackson clip.
Hey, Havoc, I have a question for you, Havoc.
Yeah.
Who do you think has more hate? DeVore for Lamar Jackson or G Money for Kevin Durant?
It's not hate.
Wait.
Come on.
Wait. G Money don't like Kevin Durant?
No. My thing is,
I agree with you.
Listen, my thing about Kevin Durant is him going to the Warriors was weak as hell. You was up 3-1. You lost to them. That's it. I have no beef with Kevin Durant. That's not you don't do the team that beat you.
That's not hate. He's just speaking his opinion. He just voiced his opinion.
That's my opinion. Listen, it was a weak move. You don't beat a team that you up 3-1. You can't.
You're applying 90s rules to the 2010s.
But let me say this to you.
I'm applying sports competition rules, not 90s rules.
Yeah.
Man,
but let me say this to you, Evan.
They ain't playing by those rules, bro.
Say you're on you DeVore shake money on a super team. I'm the superstar on my team. You eat my behind. Instead of me staying on my team or going to another team with somebody else or something like that, I go to the team that whooped me. That is soft. That's a beta male move.
Thank you.
That would make you Ray Allen.
Stop comparing Ray Allen to Kevin Durant. Ray Allen was a role player. He wasn't.
You be sitting at your home with a championship ring, so I don't see how that's a bad move.
No, it's a bad move because that team you lost to. That's it.
Do you understand that the Miami Heat just sent gold jerseys to every Miami Heat player ever that won a championship with that franchise?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, what are we arguing? The man got paid and he got rings, and you trying to tell me it's a bad move?
As a competitor, you don't join the team. You beat that team.
And Kevin Durant has burner accounts. He don't care about that.
But
he don't care about that.
That's my point. He's sensitive.
I respect him as a player, but how he is. It irks me a little bit. It's
and you know what else is what irks me? What bothers me? He gets passes that LeBron doesn't, and that pisses me off.
It's true. Really? It's true. It's true. But at the same time, LeBron doesn't do the things he does. When LeBron walks in the room, he gets respect automatically.
First of all, LeBron carries a much heavier load on his shoulders than Kevin Durant does.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So. That's not. I mean, LeBron gets held up to standards no other player gets held up to. Basically,
he missed a free throw. They go, he missed. He's trash.
Yeah, LeBron, right? They got all types of things for the LeBron James haters, right?
And then people, Banks really thinks that Kevin Durant is better than LeBron. Come on, man, stop.
Right,
Kevin Durant is great. He's great, but he's not better than LeBron.
I'm gonna say if Kevin Durant never got hurt, right now he probably would. You could argue and say he's better than LeBron right now. But he does. To me, he doesn't have the leadership qualities that LeBron has. LeBron is going to make him better.
Man,
I would say
I see him that much.
When you're possibly the greatest offensive weapon ever, it's okay.
I'm telling you, he
It's
might
okay.
hit Kareem. That's the 38,000 stacks if he stays healthy. If he can stay healthy, he might hit the number
But
one.
I don't know if he gonna them legs. He never gained no muscle on them legs. It's gonna be. I remember when he got drafted. My brother said that he said,
He was
"Man,
mad skinny.
he gonna have problems when he get older because he's too skinny. He need to get bigger, and he doesn't get bigger. He gonna have problems. Them little legs gonna give out, and it is true. Them little legs are giving out.
That would be a shame.
But I mean, look, we in the new NBA.
Yeah.
The whole I was on this team and I'm right. There's only a couple dudes that still hold, like Dame Lillard. There's only a couple guys that still have that mentality in the league, right?
Break that up. That's never going.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
That's done. That's done.
Like that. Like, well, no. You're killing Kevin Durant for joining a successsul team, but then you want to talk about they need to break up Portland when Dame Lillard says he wants to win a championship there.
But they tried for years, Havoc. That's a difference.
Kevin Durant tried for years too.
But the issue is not him leaving Golden State, OKC. The issue is him going to Golden State. That's the only issue.
That's like Michael Jordan going to the Celtics, man.
Or the Pistons.
I tell you what, you just leave it to Shake to just change the subject the third time tonight.
That's true.
Listen, we know now what Kevin Durant knew then. Having Russell Westbrook as your number 2 guy does not necessarily equal a championship.
I agree. And
Kevin Durant knew then what we know now. So
yes, I agree.
You're saying the issue is that he went with the team that was really good. But if Kevin Durant knows it's not going to work in Oklahoma City, he don't want to play there any longer. You just want him to play there just for the fun of it, so he can get knocked out in the conference finals again.
But that's not the argument. The argument is not him leaving OKC. I have no issue with that. Just don't go to Golden State, bro.
Can we save this for another show?
Where else is he gonna go?
Let's get back to the draft.
Where else is he gonna
go? This just turned into a Kevin Durant. Why did he leave the Oklahoma City Thunder? I think we need to say this for this Saturday show. But what pick are you on?
New Orleans. It goes to
New Orleans Saints. So that's my pick.
Okay.
No, that's Havoc. That's Havoc pick.
That's my pick.
No, who
Havoc went Baltimore.
I went Baltimore.
Baltimore. Oh, okay, my bad. So yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go ahead and keep Jameis Winston as the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. If Sean Payton doesn't decide to go with Taysom Hill. And we're going to go ahead and surround him with another weapon, Terrace Marshall. Have somebody to throw to.
Okay.
At a LSU.
What about the wide receiver from Florida? What's his name? Kadarius Toney?
Kadarius Toney? Yeah.
I can see him going to second round.
That system right there.
Right. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
That system with
the little guy.
He's not a lot of people keep saying he's a little guy. He's 6 foot tall.
The little guy. Where did I have Kadarius Smith going to? Oh, Tony. I had him. Oh, damn. I have him going to the Bills. But
I don't want him to go to the Bills. That's gonna be too much problem.
That's gonna be an issue for us.
You're being biased right now. We gonna get to the AFC some place closer to the end of this pod, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Terrace Marshall, LSU.
Okay.
To me, that his comp is a healthy Devontae Parker. That's what I see when I see him. A healthy.
You got it. Well, considering how you having injury issues with Michael Thomas, adding Terrace Marshall should be helpful to Jameis Winston, right?
Well, Bateman not on the board. He's a better route runner.
Didn't we draft Bateman?
Nah, I think Bateman.
we did in the first.
No, I'm going Bateman in. Give me Bateman.
He's a better route runner.
Yeah, give me Bateman.
Okay.
Okay, Green Bay. I don't know if we got this guy yet. I don't think we said his name, but I'm going to Asante Samuel.
See?
Did we say his name?
Yeah. No, nobody said it.
No, we ain't go with Asante yet.
Boy. That would make that's the type of move Green Bay needs to make.
Yep.
Because
they play that precious man zone. He's gonna sit on it.
Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers has enough. Well, they lost Aaron Jones, but Aaron Rodgers had enough weapons last year.
They brought him back.
Aaron Rodgers has enough weapons. He can make it work.
What you mean enough weapons? They need receiver help.
No, he needs the defense to make stops. Yeah. That's what Aaron Rodgers needs.
Yeah.
But they do
He's needed that his whole career.
I need receivers.
They need another receiver or a tight end to help them. Because
But you can get that in the second round.
all they're doing is doubling Adams.
Yeah.
Shoot, you could put Kadarius Toney there.
You
That's true.
Not a good fit.
You don't think so? In the slot?
Aaron Rodgers like big receivers, man.
Aaron Rodgers can throw to anybody, bro.
He can throw to anybody, but he likes big receivers that can run routes. That's what I know.
What about
Nelson?
Nelson was a big guy. He was about like 6'2".
He was a route runner.
Okay.
He was slow as
He
dirt.
was about
To run
6'2".
them routes.
He's more like a Randall Cobb, Ty Montgomery type.
Yeah, that boy can run routes.
Yeah. And even look at the other guys in Green Bay, wide receiver wise. They got Valdez Scantling, he's like 6'4".
They stuck.
Allison, he's 6'3", 6'4". Like,
Stuck.
yeah, now I'm not saying they're not garbage, but that's the prototype they're looking for.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name with the hoodie that was in Green Bay? James Jones.
Yeah, I remember James.
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah, he was a big guy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're going to go ahead and go with the receiver. I mean, the Asante Samuels Jr. FSU.
Yeah, I'm going with him. Yeah.
All right, Shake Buffalo. Don't be biased either.
All right. The Dolphins, they trade their pick to the Dolphins for 2027 7th round and a 2030 7th round pick.
Wait, you doing a trade?
He doing no trade. He just be bullshitting, man.
No,
2030.
All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say Travis Etienne.
What?
I don't see it.
That's
Why?
not that cold weather. They need to ground.
So we're not cool with Devin Singletary and we're not cool with Zach
That's what I'm
Moss.
saying.
I
like Zach Moss.
Unfortunately, I do follow Buffalo Bills fans, and that's the one consensus everybody wants.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the Buffalo Bills fans do run another running back.
So Travis
I'm
Etienne.
In the first round,
they don't care. In Buffalo.
you get rid of Cole Beasley. Excuse me, John Brown.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna put another weapon around.
You got Darius Toney right there.
They can get Tutu Atwell. They can get Rondell Moore. They can get another little short, fast guy.
But they can get those guys at the second round. They just picked up the other wide receiver. Whatchamacallit? Damn it. He's a veteran. Debo Samuels, Samuels. They remember they picked him up from San Francisco. Samuels.
No, you talking about the Patriots getting
No,
Born.
Bills got him.
Born. No, Patriots got Born.
No, but I'm talking about I forgot who. Bills got signed a wide receiver. He played for San Francisco in the Super Bowl. He was in Denver, then he went to San Francisco.
Well, if I don't remember him, he must not have been that good if he played in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna look him up right now.
Did you know Debo Samuels? You know Debo's not his real first name.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No.
Come on now. If it was man's name was Fuller or something like that, probably been his first name.
You're talking about Brandon Powell.
Emmanuel Sanders. They just picked up Emmanuel Sanders.
He's old. We trying to get young.
Yeah, but still, they need a running back.
And
they need a wide receiver.
And Emmanuel Sanders, he can't even stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I say they need a running back more than I hate to do it, but yeah. But Travis Etienne.
Hey,
Okay.
that's gonna be a full running back room, but
He
Hey,
won't
man.
see the field.
They can get Elijah Moore. They can get everybody somewhere.
Reynolds just said what
That's
you
true.
said earlier. You need 5 good running backs.
I'm just saying, if you don't have a solid offensive line, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the 2 running backs they had, they did the job. They did what they were supposed to do.
And Josh Allen was doing most of the running.
Yes, that's
Well, they did pick up Matt Breida, so
yeah, they got running backs all over the place.
Well, they got Matt Breida too. Come on now. But Matt, I'm gonna say the
That's right. They did get Matt Breida. So why are you taking a running back?
and that's one another reason why I'm gonna say this. Well, Matt Breida, he's a straight line. If he doesn't get the ball in space, straight line, he's ineffective.
He's a track guy.
Yeah.
But either way.
How about that something Brown then?
What is something Brown?
Kwame Brown, one of the what's his name?
You said Kwame
I'm
Brown.
gonna look up now.
Michael Jordan's is drafted for the Bills.
Michael Jordan.
That's what it sounds like.
How about? I got a better one for you, Shake. How about Kadarius Toney for Florida? What about him?
Yeah, that's what Havoc said.
Damien Brown.
Yeah.
Damien Brown. That's what I meant.
I mean, you lost John Brown. Kadarius Toney fits right in.
That's the pick. I'm telling you, that's the pick.
All right. That's all I'm saying. But
so I'm gonna say
They just signed Brandon Powell, so it's like not
Brandon
that easy.
Powell's not affecting their draft strategy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I'm gonna say Diami Brown. UNC.
Oh, don't forget about Jaylen Darden. That's another short, fast guy.
Yeah, they ain't gonna. But they'll trade down before picking him in the first.
You got Amari Rodgers from Clemson. But I look at him more of like a Jarvis Landry type receiver. You know, he's gonna be he's gonna shit like a running back.
That's what I'm going with. Diami Brown then.
Okay.
All right. So at Kansas City next, right? Yeah.
So
Kadarius Toney is 5'11". He's a little guy.
That is not a little guy.
No, 5'11" ain't a little guy.
The same height as me.
A receiver that's 5'11" is a little guy.
No,
I'm 5'11", 230.
6 feet.
5'9" is a little guy.
Yes. 5'9", you don't need to be playing receiver.
Tell that to Jakeem Grant.
I'm gonna say this.
I mean, Steve Smith made it happen.
Say that to Mark Clayton and Duper.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson was pretty small dude.
Yes.
He's not world small.
Yeah.
Yes. And Hartsworth played quarterback for Georgia.
Oh, there it goes.
But give me your facts because I'm old.
Moving on to Kansas City, right?
Who got Kansas City?
I got Kansas City.
No, I got Kansas City, right?
Oh, you got Kansas City.
No, Havoc.
So
Or you got the last pick.
Obviously, Kansas City was down 2 offensive tackles in the Super Bowl. They didn't have a solution. They lost one of those offensive tackles in free agency. They're gonna have to replace him, so they're gonna take Alex Leatherwood and they're gonna keep it moving. Yeah. They know Alex Leatherwood ain't no Pro Bowler. They know he ain't no All Pro, but they know he can project to be solid, and that's all they're really looking for. So they're gonna take Alex Leatherwood. They're gonna move him to right tackle. And they're gonna keep it moving.
What about Jaylen Mayfield? Did we already take him?
No.
Over Alex Leatherwood?
No.
I think Leatherwood because they're just a mountain of a man.
I like the versatility. Can play any position on the offensive line.
Okay. I hear you. Yeah.
That's my pick.
I agree.
So I give the Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay.
They need a quarterback.
They need a what?
They need a quarterback. Yeah, he said it right.
Quarterback or cornerback. Come on, man. You gotta understand. Tom Brady been playing football since I was in elementary school. And I'm almost 40 years old, man. Come on now.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't one of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers corners get in trouble last week?
I don't know. To be honest with you.
No, he was retired, man. That dude. Something ain't right.
There was a lot of things about defensive backs these past 2 weeks.
A lot of quarterbacks getting into trouble.
You got the Giants DB that used to play for the Giants, and then there's another corner. What was his name? Get back to me. But when it comes to the Buccaneers,
they don't need no offensive players.
We're gonna go ahead and get JPP's replacement. Carlos Basham Jr., Wake Forest.
Boogie Basham.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
That's another player I want the Dolphins.
You know what?
Okay.
If they didn't keep Levante David, I would say they'd be right to take Zavin Collins, but they kept him. So
I strongly believe the Raiders are taking Zavin.
Man, that I don't care what nobody say. He's better than Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons might have all the athletic traits on the field. When you see him play, you see everything on the field. When you see Micah Parsons play, he's good at certain things. He's like a Jerome Baker, bigger Jerome Baker. He's gonna get washed some plays. He's gonna F up some plays. We don't need that. We need somebody who's gonna know what they're supposed to do every time.
we need a real middle linebacker.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah, they try to make Van Noy like a de facto.
Oh, he may be
That
so
did not work out.
acting like a big crybaby. You know, you 30 years old. You know the business of the game. Why you acting like that, man? You know it's a business. After your third year in the league, you should know this is a business. This is nothing personal. This is a business. If you're gonna trade me, hey, you're gonna give me my money. That's all I care about.
And I appreciate everybody, you know, putting the battery and putting the battery in the back of what's the dude's name, because the linebacker we had, he got choke slammed in the New England game. Landon Roberts. I know he came on later in the season and he plowed over a fullback and everybody was you know jumping for joy. He ain't the answer.
He ain't the answer.
He ain't the answer.
He's only good at that one little thing, and he does that wrong half the time.
I know.
We just see the plays when he makes the boom plays.
Did you see Landon Roberts?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Quinte, your honest opinion. Now, when you look at the AFC East right now, do you see the Dolphins coming in first place?
Only to me, you could say the Patriots and Buffalo are the only teams we need to worry about. But all those collections of minds need to get gelled together for New England. And the Bills, I don't believe that shit's gonna happen again. I think we are better.
Wait, hold on. I got a question though.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, brother. There's a delay. Why everybody keep picking New England? I don't think they're going to be as good as everybody projects them to be. They still got Cam Newton.
I don't believe they're going to be that good. I'm just saying it's going to take time for them to gel if it works. If he's the mastermind that he is, if it doesn't work, I don't know.
I don't know, man. All that mastermind magic powder has been gone since Tom Brady left.
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
I don't know. And then Buffalo, I don't know. I just feel as though the bad Tannehill is going to come back for Buffalo. He's throwing 2 interceptions again.
You mean Allen?
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I think the jury is still out on Josh Allen. I feel like most of his throws
I'm just saying
were a lot lucky.
I'm gonna say this to you. If you watch the game, I watched Camille, brother. We watched the games, and he said, "Man, he's all right. He ain't that good. He don't know," because he said him and whatchamacallit cannot read defenses. The players be open. They're schemed open. The Chiefs and the Bills, they scheme their players open.
Well,
they're open.
We know Patrick Mahomes said he couldn't read defenses his first year.
He still can't.
He doesn't have to.
I'm gonna say this to you. In that championship in the Super Bowl, they ran the same 3 defensive plays and he didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah. He did a lot of run. Well,
it was times he had time to throw the ball. He didn't know what the hell to do.
First of all, there weren't many times he had time to throw the ball.
It wasn't many times. But
there was not many times he had time to throw the ball. From the game I watched.
I understand.
The game I watched, I saw an offensive lineman in his lap.
At the beginning of the game before it got out of hand. It was times when he had chances to throw the ball. or audible out of the passing play into a running play. Because the defense they are running, if he ran the ball 30 times that game, they probably would have won the game.
Bro. That by the second
I'm
half,
just being honest. Because they were terrible as run stopping teams and they barely ran the ball.
by the second half, the Chiefs' offensive line was worn out. They wore them out. By the second half, they were done.
Yeah. Yeah, I concur. But
as far as going back to the I'm sorry, as far as going back to the AFC question, I think is Bills, Dolphins, then Patriots. That's just me.
Nah, I say Dolphins, Bills, Patriots. Yeah.
Dolphins have the potential to make the biggest jump of all those teams.
Is a well-coached team. We won 10 games. We wasn't supposed to win 10 games. And you add more better players with our team, with these coaches that we have, we're going to just get better and better. And say two will make a small jump. We win 13 games. I'm just saying. We're going to win 13 games.
It could happen.
Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. And I'm not giving the Dolphins by much over the Patriots.
I think it's hard because the Bills.
They still have bullet what you call him, playing quarterback. He's going to throw a lot of interceptions. He's going to get benched for Stidham or Kyle Trask, whoever they draft. I have a feeling they're going to draft Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask reminds me of you remember Leak down there in Florida?
Yeah, but he has Leak. Well, I ain't gonna say that on there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. Actually, Leak's problem is he was 5'11". That was his problem.
No, Leak can play. He just couldn't keep his hands off the little girls.
He was 5'11" though.
Huh?
That wasn't that. He was 5'11". So
that man actually said this on there.
On that note, any final thoughts?
Before we get the final thoughts, let's go back to the scenario real quick. So, G Money, who would you, if you could draft one quarterback to start your franchise? I mean, coach, who would it be?
One quarterback and the coach?
No, one coach.
One coach. For that team.
It doesn't matter what coach it is. It could be,
Could you remind everybody what we're doing here, Shake?
Or just this is just a what if scenario for the Eagles.
I'll take your coach. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Brian Flores?
Yeah, I'll take y'all coach in Miami. Yeah, Brian Flores. Yeah, I like him actually.
You got to be today's coach from this era.
Oh, that's a good question. That's that.
Yeah.
As far as this era, I'll take Brian Flores.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to my homeboy Joe about that, and he said the same thing. But before that, he said he wanted to give you guys Adam Gase because he's a Cowboys fan. But anyway.
Oh no, hell no! I don't want Adam Gase. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Anyway, the last one for the Dolphins. If y'all could have Ricky Williams with Drew Brees or Randy Moss with the Marx Brothers, which one would you rather have?
I mean, listen, Dan Marino with Randy Moss would be amazing.
You can't pick anything else.
But I think Drew Brees and Ricky Williams might get you a Super Bowl quicker.
I would have Dan Marino with Ricky Williams.
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal.
I could have been with Dan Marino.
The thing about Dan Marino, the reason I didn't put that in there because a lot of people, I've heard this multiple times from people that were close to the Dolphins, that you could have had Barry Sanders, and unfortunately, Marino was a pass-first guy. He would, even if coach called running play, he would have elbowed out of it and made passing. Passing.
Not with Barry Sanders in the backfield.
You remember this, Shake Money? Remember when Barry Sanders wanted to leave Detroit to come to Miami? Mm-hmm. And he said, "Fuck this, I'm gonna retire."
Yep.
You remember that? Everybody remember that, man.
And also, Dan Marino had that. He had that cachet where he can change up the plays at the line. It's easy to audible to a pass when you got Bernie Parmalee and Terry Kirby back there. When you got Barry Sanders back there,
it's different.
you ain't gonna switch that play up so often, you know.
Okay, look at John Elway. John Elway should have Super Bowls if it weren't for Terrell Davis.
Yep, Terrell Davis.
If he didn't have Terrell Davis, he would still be like Dan Marino, no Super Bowls.
Yeah, I agree.
And these bugs is going on me in the damn chat about this damn mic.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
So
I see it.
But yeah, what you guys got for me for final thoughts?
If I would like to go first, as far as Quinte, brother, it's nice to meet you. You were awesome, man. Appreciate it. It was good. I want to revisit something that you guys did before I came on the show. I want to revisit that Troy Polamalu versus Ed Reed debate, because I'm a Troy guy, but everybody loves Ed Reed. I think mainly because of popularity, because he went to UM, but I thought Troy was better. But I want to revisit that debate. Maybe next week if we can.
That's two different safeties, though.
That's what's up.
We could do that next week sometime.
Yeah.
What you got, Shake?
Not much, man. Just also, I just read just not too long ago that this is on Banks' Facebook post, by the way. That Jay-Z and Beyonce bought DMX's masters and he's going to give it to DMX's kids for free. So that's, shout out to Jay-Z and Beyonce. They did that. So
that's what's up.
all right, rest in power, DMX. And
they want all his songs.
As a matter of fact, I listen to his music. So
yeah, actually,
that's pretty much it.
Jay-Z bought DMX's master so he can take him off the fourth verse, so he doesn't kill him on his songs anymore. But so people found out after 2 songs, don't let DMX go last. As always, pleasure to be on here. DMX, in my opinion, just my personal opinion, top 5 of all time. Man, he was that guy. But you know what? It's one of those things where he gave us so much and now he's no longer in pain. So this should be a celebration for what he's given us and for the fact that he's at peace now. That being said, man, it's always a pleasure to be on here.
Yeah, and by the way, next week I also propose that we do a top 5 DMX tracks.
I'm down.
Next week.
Okay.
I'll give you 5 right now.
But we can do it next Saturday because some people need to think like me. So because there's so many, you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Shout out to everybody in the comments too. I see you.
I see.
I don't talk to you,
going crazy.
You got anything for us, Quinte, man?
Oh, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I really enjoyed it. And
How to pronounce your name, by the way?
Oh, it's Quinte. Everybody say Quint. I'm just used to it.
No, yeah.
Did I say Quinte just now?
You said it Quinte, but everybody else say Quint. I just okay, whatever.
Oh, I'm the only illiterate one, huh?
Yeah, it's Quinte.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But if y'all want to have me on another time, because I got the house to myself, that's why I wanted to come up, because my daughter's not here running around.
Okay.
My girl not here asking me to do stuff. I'm start cursing. Do stuff.
That chip sailed already, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, man.
I'm talking about for everybody else. That ship already sailed. Yeah, that ship already sailed. But I did want to reiterate the fact that we're going to have a draft party the 29th of April, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody come through, hang out. Don't matter what a fan of a team you are. Outside of that, man, for real, appreciate everybody supporting the Not for Debate podcast. Keep on supporting it. Hit that like button and subscribe button, and most definitely share. Rest in peace and power, DMX. This is Not for Debate podcast. We about here, man.
Y'all.
Peace out.